What is going on, everybody? Love you guys. Check this out. So this morning I dropped my 16-year-old daughter to do her PSATs off in this building. She didn't even so much as turn around and look at me. What I've got to understand and think and learn about this moment is simply this. I cannot go back to the days of holding her in my arms like a baby. I cannot go back to the days where she looked to me for everything, whether it was going to the playground, that last look of, is this okay? Is my dad still there? She doesn't call me Papa anymore. She calls me Dad. She doesn't even call me Daddy anymore. She calls me Dad. And so the most imperative thing to understand about all of this is there is a transition and a moment in my life where I can either choose to focus in the past and look in the past and dwell on it and miss what I've lost, or realize what I still have and move on and adapt. I cannot talk to her as a baby anymore, and it is as wishing that I still had hair. Okay? That hair is long gone. And unless I get plugs or we adopt, we are not having another baby, and I'm not gaining another hair on my head. I'm so sick and tired of hearing old men talk about old stories of when they were young. Oh, how can you move forward? How can you grow? How can you progress if you're constantly looking back? You cannot. You can learn from your past, but you cannot stay there. The best days for you lie ahead of you, not behind you. Your best day is every day that you wake up and realize you're sucking air and are alive. Your best days are today and moving forward. They are not yesterday. What makes you miserable today is when you look at yesterday and say, boy, that was a lot more fun. I wish I was young. I never forget talking to an almost 80-year-old man, talking about his youth, the girl he dated, the guy he whipped, this and that and the other, and the times where he felt big and strong and mighty. It's one of the most pathetic acts a man can do. Stop looking back there. That's not you anymore. I knew a man who could bench 400 pounds, and now he can't. Because he's older, he's feeble, he's brittle. That's not you anymore. So don't worry about it. Start moving forward. Let me tell you something. When I was young, I could do the splits between 2 bar stools, and I could kick a 9-foot ceiling. If I did that now, my leg would probably fly off. I'm not going to obsess about the things that I am not any longer, but I am going to embrace who I am now and be a light and be positive and move forward, because my 16-year-old just saw me looking at her as she wandered off without needing me anymore. She's looking at me in life, and she is going to see how someone adapts through change. More people than you realize are watching you. Your children, if you have them, are watching you. Your coworkers, if you have them, are watching you and seeing how you react during change and transition. How many times did you get a new manager and you were not able to get past the old manager because you got used to their way of doing things? Adaptation and moving forward amidst change, and sometimes amidst tragic and awful and horrendous change, is so vitally important to the moving forward of mankind. It's what got people through the Ice Age. It's what got people through many other things. And it's what's going to get people through global warming and the next stage the earth has for us and life has for us and our governments have for us, is the ability to embrace change. So stop looking back, because you can't move forward doing that. It's like saying that you're going to drive in traffic in reverse. Let me tell you something. I've been on the 101 in California. You drive backwards, you're going to die. Look forward. Look ahead. Look for possibilities. Stop focusing on your problems and realize your best days lie ahead of you. I love you guys. I hope this helps today. And if you liked it, share it. Hit that little like button down there and share it with somebody. because I want to get out the message as much as I can. I want this message to grow. I want it to move forward, and it's the message of love. And we are not spreading it near enough. Look, I am not some hippie. I'm a practical man who loves America and loves his fellow Americans and human beings. If you love your fellow human beings, let's start sharing the message of love. Let's start putting our voices out there, and let's drown out the bigots. Let's drown out the ignorant. Let's drown out those that aren't willing to move forward. So let's move forward, and the only way to do that is together. I love you guys. Let's build a legacy together.